Hey, in the last 12 hours, leaders in the city of Boulder unanimously voted to pass a series of new gun control laws, including adding a waiting period for people who are buying guns. City of Louisville joins them as two other entities work to make the same changes. 9 News reporter Darius Johnson joins us in the studio now. And Darius, these new laws could take effect soon.
Yeah, Gary, for last night to happen, the governor had to step in. Governor Jared Polis signed a bill just last year allowing jurisdictions to make their own gun laws following the King Super shooting in March of 2021. 10 people were killed, and this opened the door last night where Boulder passed 6 new gun laws and Louisville passed 2 of their own. Boulder now has a ban on so-called assault weapons, magazines with more than 10 rounds, ghost guns which are made by the user, bump stocks, and other rapid triggering. They'll also raise the purchase age from 18 to 21. In addition to that, stores will have to add signage about the dangers of guns, and there will also be a 10-day waiting period before a firearm can be delivered or picked up following a purchase. The town of Louisville agreed to ban assault weapons have more control on open carry. The mayor of Boulder says thoughts and prayers are no longer enough. Right now, it's time for action.
Thanks so much to my colleagues here. I have a tear in my eye. It's an important moment, and it takes courage to pass measures like this. So thanks again so much to everyone who's helped to make this happen.
As for the town of Lafayette, the council had its first reading of the ordinances. They voted to ban concealed carry in public places and on city property, as well as ghost guns. However, people who turn in ghost guns parts will not face any charges. They'll also require gun stores to post that same signage about the dangers of firearms, just like Boulder is asking to do as well. Gary, I honestly have to say it was truly remarkable to see a council all on the same page, coming together about something so many people will also hope pass on the federal level, even bringing some of those council members to tears.
It's what it might take to get something done, because there isn't a lot of hope on the national level to get something major done. So, you know, maybe these cities will take over. Yep. Thank you.
On Capitol Hill, lawmakers are trying to come to a bipartisan agreement on gun safety measures. 45,000 flowers are laid out on the National Mall to honor victims of gun violence. Today, several mass shooting victims are expected to testify, including an 11-year-old girl who survived the Uvalde shooting. She was in that classroom. Yesterday, lawmakers heard testimony from the son of one of the Buffalo mass shooting victims.
My mother's life mattered. My mother's life mattered. And your actions here today will tell us how much it matters to you.
A group of senators could reach a deal this week in support of red flag laws, expanded background checks, and resources for mental health and school safety.
Matthew McConaughey is speaking out about gun control. He's from Uvalde, Texas. Yesterday, he pushed for responsible gun ownership from the White House press room. He advocated for real change on gun violence and urged lawmakers to pass several measures, including requiring background checks, red flag laws, and raising the legal age to purchase assault rifles from 18 to 21.
Right now, the Alamosa County Sheriff's Office is looking for this couple. They have been missing for nearly a week. Family members say that Robert and Mary Jane Bowman were on a camping trip. The couple, both in their 70s, love taking their ATV out to secluded spots. Sheriff's Office says the last time anyone saw them was last Wednesday near Blanca Peak in Alamosa. They were driving a blue Ford truck with a camper behind. Many family members are worried that they got stuck someplace. They're asking anyone who may have seen them to call the Alamosa County Sheriff's Office.
Right now, gas in Colorado is the most expensive it's ever been. We're averaging $4.77 at the pump, according to AAA. That's 50 cents higher than it was just a week ago. Diesel is also hitting a new record at $5.46. Goldman Sachs predicts prices are going to get even higher. They're forecasting crude oil prices will average $140 a barrel, up from $120 where we sit now.
The United States has passed another COVID-19 milestone, 85 million confirmed cases since the pandemic began. That is according to an NBC News tally. More than 1 million people have died of COVID-19 so far. About 82 million COVID vaccines have been wasted. CDC collected the data from pharmacies, states, and federal agencies. Some doses expired before they could get used. Others were tossed when there was some left over in open vials.
Well, we're one step closer to getting a new kind of COVID vaccine. The FDA's vaccine advisors just recommended greenlighting Novavax's COVID shot for adults. This COVID vaccine is different than the others that are on the market. It's based on proteins instead of the mRNA systems used for Pfizer and Moderna. It's a more traditional way of making vaccines, and it's easier to store. It requires 2 shots taken 3 weeks apart. The trial showed it lowered the risk of symptomatic COVID by 90%, but this was pre-Omicron, so we don't know how well it will hold up against newer variants. The FDA and CDC still need to weigh in.
Speaking of the CDC, they are raising their alerts for travel surrounding monkeypox. The change comes as the total number of confined cases in the U.S. rises to 31. The virus is also spreading around the world, with more than 1,000 confirmed and suspected cases being reported. The CDC removed its guidance around wearing masks to stop monkeypox. Now they're cautioning travelers to instead avoid contact with sick people or dead or live wild animals. And they say to avoid eating wild game meat or using products that come from game. It's because they can say monkeypox can transmit more easily than they originally thought.
We know that you can get it from skin-to-skin contact, particularly if there's an open sore. But you can also get it from the respiratory route.
Now, health officials say that the general public's risk of getting sick is low, but you should talk to a doctor if you get any new unexplained rash or lesion on your body.
And there will be no poultry shows at the Colorado State Fair this year because of the avian flu. 1.4 million birds in Colorado have caught the highly contagious virus. It is very deadly for birds. The Colorado State Fair decided it would be too risky to bring in a bunch of birds together, so the poultry shows are off. The state's agriculture commissioner added that an emergency rule to keep different flocks separated till June 30th. That ban could be extended, which might impact poultry shows at county fairs as well.
We hope that hot, dry weather will help tamp it down, but we will be here to mitigate and respond as long as the outbreak is ongoing.
The state's agriculture commissioner added an emergency rule to keep different flocks separated until June 30th. That ban could be extended too, once again, to the county fairs.
And one thing you want to know about the weather today, temperature is going to be a little bit on the cool side with 70s to near 80 degrees for the Front Range under partly cloudy skies. Tomorrow a bit warmer. We're in the 80s to near 90 with maybe a late day storm.